Welcome to Behind the Veil, a video podcast powered by the national nonprofit media platform, American Muslim Today. This is your AMT Global News Bulletin, bringing you the top headlines from around the world and across the U.S. Don't forget to subscribe to American Muslim Today, where the headlines meet hard truth. Today is Monday, July 28, and here are the stories making news. President Donald Trump suggested Israel could do more on humanitarian access in Gaza, acknowledging that many people are starving. This comes as over 60,000 people have reportedly died in the two-year war, and images of malnourished children continue to circulate globally. The UN's aid chief, Tom Fletcher, told the BBC that recent aid deliveries were just a drop in the ocean. During the Trump-brokered ceasefire, Gaza saw up to 700 trucks of aid per day. Yesterday, only 120 arrived, many of which were looted by desperate civilians. Fletcher emphasized that the UN could reach the entire population in weeks if granted access and security. He criticized Israel-backed aid efforts and warned that without long-term humanitarian corridors, Gaza will continue to face mass starvation.
President Trump has reignited his feud with London Mayor Sadiq Khan, calling him a nasty person who's done a terrible job. The remarks came during a press conference in Scotland and follow years of personal attacks between the two leaders. This is not the first time the United States leader has attacked Sir Sadiq. In 2019, he called London's mayor, who was re-elected for a third term in 2024, a stone-cold loser who should focus on crime in London. Prime Minister Keir Starmer Khan intervened when Trump condemned Sir Sadiq, saying, "He's a friend of mine, actually." In response, a mayoral spokesperson said Sir Sadiq was delighted that President Trump wants to come to the greatest city in the world. Trump will visit the UK again in September as a guest of King Charles III, with formal state events planned at Windsor Castle.
Ghislaine Maxwell has appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn her conviction for sex trafficking, claiming she was covered by an earlier non-prosecution agreement made between Jeffrey Epstein and federal prosecutors. Maxwell, serving a 20-year sentence, argues that the government broke its word. Her legal team directly appealed to President Trump, with her lawyer saying, "When the United States gives its word, it must stand by it." Trump declined to say if he would consider a pardon, stating only that it would be inappropriate to talk about it right now. However, he hasn't ruled it out, a stance that continues to draw public scrutiny.
Podcaster Joe Rogan has publicly criticized President Trump for his administration's continued secrecy over the Jeffrey Epstein files. Rogan, who once endorsed Trump, called it a line in the sand. On his podcast, Rogan expressed frustration, saying, "We thought Trump would drain the swamp. Instead, they're trying to gaslight you." He joins a growing chorus demanding the release of Epstein investigation records. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche recently interviewed Maxwell in prison and promised to reveal what was discussed at an appropriate time. For many, that time is long overdue. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me on Behind the Veil. If you value our public service journalism, please support American Muslim Today, a 501c3 nonprofit, by following us on social media at American Muslim Today or donating at AmericanMuslimToday.com. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.